Yep, this was all me. Hey everyone, Dan here from the Diamond Minecart, and welcome to another Minecraft mod showcase, where today I'm going to be taking a look at the Metroid Prime mod, which adds in some familiar items from the ever-popular game series, as well as some extremely powerful weapons that are fun to play around with, even if you aren't specifically a Metroid fan. So, Dryoris and Grim aren't with me today, and you will see why when we get to these really powerful weapons, as things will get very dangerous very, very quickly. So the first thing I'm going to go over in this mod is this, which is Phazon ore, and this is not something you need to mine to use in the mod, which is very weird, but it is kind of like a dangerous substance apparently that will spread very rarely in caves, and we'll get to how you destroy this later on. But then we're going to move on to the power suits, which is one of the most important parts of Metroid Prime, apart from the beam weapons, and then we've got some uber dangerous weapons when we've got to the end of the review. So let's go for the power suits first. As you know, the power suits is a very prominent part of the Metroid Prime franchise, and we start with we've got pretty much like 4 ranks. The first one starts with power suit, and then we go to the Varia suit, the gravity suit, and the Phazon suit. So to craft the power suit, you're actually going to need something called a power core, and for that you are going to need something called a circuit. Now a circuit is crafted by using 4 blocks of redstone, 1 block of iron, and 4 blocks of iron, and then you take that circuit and put it in the middle of the crafting table, surround that with redstone blocks again, and then 4 gold on top of that, and you'll be able to craft a power core, which will then be put in the center of this, and then surrounded by iron in the traditional helmet recipe to create the power suit helmet. And that is kind of crafted in the same way with an extra power core. It's just like crafting iron armor, but with an extra power core in the empty space. So that is that, and when you wear the whole thing, you will actually get a nice set of buffs. So I'm wearing the whole thing now, and I actually get strength, resistance, and night vision for unlimited amount of time. So this spider in here is going to get punched. It will do 2 damage instead of 1, and I'll be able to take this out a 3 on a critical hit, which is really cool. And I can take that spider out a lot quicker. Now, that is just the smallest of the suits. It still takes quite a lot of resources, but then you can make those even more powerful by going into the Varia suit, which will require you to, oh my god, I've done it wrong, here we go, which will require you to create some thermo-resistant alloy. Now that is crafted by taking 4 nether quartz, and it's nice to see nether quartz in a recipe for once, 4 iron and 1 blaze rod as well. Now that will craft your thermo-resistant alloy, and you'll just craft that around your original power suit pieces of armor. So to craft the Varia suit helmet, you'll just take the normal armor recipe for a helmet and then put a power suit helmet in the middle, and then for the rest of it you will take kind of like the normal recipes in thermo-resistant alloys, then add the extra one. So hopefully that makes sense, and this one will actually give us a buff as well. Look how amazing we look, by the way, look at that. Absolutely beautiful. And then we've also got speed, strength, resistance 2, and that's the other one we got. Actually, was it? I think we got a buff of resistance before, but now we've got resistance 2, and we've also got speed as well as the strength and night vision that came with the previous one as well. So a nice speed boost, and we'll be able to take hits a little bit better as well. So let's take this one off and move on to the next suit, which is crafted in another different way and is called the gravity suit. So let me just pop these back. And the next one, gravity suit, will require a gravitational anomaly. So to craft one of those, you're also going to need a redstone capacitor and a power core, which we talked about earlier. And to build a redstone capacitor, you just need a block of redstone and 2 iron ingots to craft that. And then you just place it with the armor, which is just a step down from the one you're trying to craft. So when you're trying to craft the Varia one, you actually needed the power suit, but to craft the gravity one, you're going to need to put Varia suit helmets and stuff inside. And you just need 4 gravitational alloys to make this one, which is really, really cool. And let's see what powers this one will give us. So let's pop these on, and it looks really sweet. This one looks awesome. Looks nice and purple, orange, and red. And this one will give us, wow, a lot. This gives us speed 2, regeneration, resistance 3, fire resistance 2, water breathing 2, night vision 2, and a water boost as well. So I haven't heard of water boost before. That might be a special one for this mod, but yeah, a really cool suit as well. So let's go into the last one, which I can't remember what it's called now. What is it called? What are you called? You're called the Phazon suit. So let's put these back into here, and we will grab the Phazon suit. Now to craft this, you are going to need the Phazon ore, which we talked about earlier, and to mine this, you're actually going to need a Nova Beam. Now to craft one of these, you're going to need 2 power cores and 5 thermo-resistant alloys, which we were talking about earlier, and I think I'm going to try this out. Let's try it. Let's right click and bam, there you go. It kind of mines it straight away, and this is how you grab your Phazon ore. So it kind of like is rarely found in caves, and then it randomly spreads, so you need to let it spread, and then you can mine it up very, very nicely with the Nova Beam, which isn't too difficult to craft, and considering the power of the armor and weapons you can craft of it, it is definitely worth it. So that is the Phazon suit, and we're going to put it on and see what happens, what buffs we get. I think we get an absolute ton with this one, and this is my favorite looking suit. Look at this one, black and orange, looking cool as anything, and we get speed 2, haste, strength 2, jump boost 3, regeneration 2, resistance 3, fire resistance, water breathing, night vision, and water boost as well. So this is a crazy suit, and as you can see there, we got the double jump as well. If you just press space and hold it, you'll get a nice double jump, which will allow you to jump even higher than with the previous suit. So that one is seriously one to try and craft, because it's seriously cool. And there's also another option as well. If you press C, you can actually get a couple more buffs as well. You get Phazon dispersion and speed booster as well, so you go really fast. You can jump higher as well, which is crazy. But when you come out of it, you actually get a set of debuffs, which are I can't even see them right now, but it's like nuclear, it's slowness, and then you also get like nuclear, I can't remember what it's called, nuclear poisoning as well, so you need to be very careful of this one. I was going to drink this milk because I hate the nausea effect as well, and there we go. So be careful when using the supercharged mode. You will get like a lot of power, so your punches will be doing some serious damage, but you do get those debuffs when you finished using the suit. So let's take this off and put these back, and you can also apply some upgrades to these suits as well, which is really cool, which are over here. And you can get the space jump, you can get speed booster, and you can get screw attack. So space jump is crafted by getting 2 diamonds, 1 power core, and 2 gravitational anomalies together in a recipe pattern just like this. And we'll combine this with your suit to enable the space jump. Press F while jumping to boost yourself up nearly 5 blocks, which is crazy good. And then we have the speed booster, which requires 4 thermoresistant alloys, 2 circuits, 2 power cores, and a diamond. And this one will actually sprint for 3 seconds to activate, smash into enemies for heavy damage, which you're going to check out in a second. And then screw attack will require 4 redstone capacitors, a circuit, and 4 power cores to craft, which will space jump into enemies for massive damage. So you can kind of do like a Mario style attack against them. So we're going to try some of these out. The fully upgraded one, this is the screw attack. So let's get some of the Phazon armor out. We just need this set, and then we've got the upgraded pants, so let's put those on. Grab a spider in here, and you'll be able to see the screw jump. So if we jump right next to him, he will do 15 damage, and you can land on them as well. So in one jump, you can take out a spider in one hit. You can do about 30 damage with just one jump, which is crazy good, and that's pretty much the feature of the screw jump. So let's have a look at one more, just so we can see the effects of it. Let me just put these ones back, and we'll have a look at the speed one now, which is called Speed Booster. Let me just see what we've got. Where's Speed Booster? Here we go. We've got the gravity set, so we need the rest of the gravity armor to be able to activate this. So let's just put all of these on, and now we'll be able to sprint for 3 seconds, and apparently barge into this spider and kill it. So let's sprint, let's sprint, let's sprint, let's sprint. Oh my god, the leaves are in the way. That's so typical. Right, let's go. 1, 2, 3, and then bam, there we go, 15 damage straight away. That is what I like to see. So you just need to sprint around for 3 seconds, then run into your enemy, and you'll be able to destroy it. And you just need the gravitational suit leggings and a speed booster upgrade on that. So that is really cool. Those are all the suits, and now we can move on to what you really wanted to see, which were the weapons, which are a big part of the Metroid Prime game. So we're going to have a look at some of the beam weapons. It's starting to turn tonight, so I'll turn it to day quickly. And we're going to try out some of these beam weapons. So the first one is the Power Beam, and this is a basic beam weapon and fires orange juice, which is kind of weird, and has Power Beam and Wave Beam enabled as well. So let's take these out. We also have a Wave Beam, which fires extremely high frequency radiation and will pass through walls, which is crazy. Then we also have the Plasma Beam, and we have the Ice Beam as well. So this is the normal Power Beam. You just right click as a normal kind of like bow and arrow. Let go, and you will do 6 damage, which is pretty damn good. You do less if you kind of release it earlier. And yeah, that is how the Power Beam works. And then we also have the Wave Beam, and I want to kind of try this like behind the tree and see if this will work. So apparently it will go through walls. So let's try this. It does go through walls. Look how crazy that was. I went through the tree and was able to kill the spider, or hit the spider at least. So let's try that again. Let's put this guy here. No, he's mad. He's going to be mad, right? Let's try it around this way. Go on, go through the tree and hit him. There we go. Very useful for trying to get through dungeons and stuff like that. And just hitting your opponents when you don't want to be near them. And then we also have the plasma beam. Then we just put this guy down, right click, pull it back, and it will actually set the target on fire. So that is really cool. Gets you some extra damage on the board. And this has a little bit of a different laser as well if it does fire this up like this. Very cool. Look at that. Very, very nice. And then we have the ice beam. And I'm pretty sure you can guess what that's going to do. It is going to freeze your opponent or slow them down. So let's fire that. And there we go. You've got slowness for 2 seconds. Doesn't do as much damage, but does allow for the slowness, which means you can attack them a bit more. And it will freeze them to the spot, which is very, very cool. Let me just take this out with a fire one. Bam! Very, very cool. So now we're going to get on to my favorite part of the mod, which are the dangerous weapons, which is why Trayaurus and Grim aren't here, because they will perish. And we need to be with trained professionals, i.e. me, I guess. So let's try these out. Let me just put these back and prepare for this. And here we go. There are 3 powerful weapons. There is the focus beam, there is the debug beam, and this one, which is absolutely crazy. Look at that warning. World killer, not for the faint CPU'd. It's absolutely crazy. And it does mean that the warning is definitely needed for that kind of weapon. So let's go for the focus beam, the debug beam, and this one, which is called the CM Amar. So I'm not actually 100% familiar with Metroid, and I'm not sure if that's like a weapon in the game. But the first one I'm going to try is the... Oh, God. What did I do? Anyway, we're going to try the focus beam first. And this is the chunk remover. So you can guess what this one does. It's actually pretty damn powerful. You right-click, and here we go. Oh, my God. It's going to destroy everything. There we go. It takes a while to update, and probably because I fired it about 3 times then. But here we go. Oh, look. Oh, my God. Look what we found. We found loads of this stuff. We found loads of Phazon. Look at all this stuff. Wow, you're going to need one of those Phazon guns we talked about earlier to mine this. But look how much it spreads. This is crazy. But anyway, the focus beam will launch them amazing looking lasers and will fire all the way down to bedrock. So let's try another one here. There we go. Right click down and boom. Everything died then. Did you see that? Literally everything died. And then we go all the way down to bedrock down here. How did this sheep not die? He's got 1 health left, poor little guy. But anyway, all the way down to bedrock. And now we're going to go for the debug beam. Now, this one is absolutely crazy. Look at the destruction we've caused already. You can see why Trayaurus is not here. He would walk straight into the laser. He likes shiny things. But anyway, let's go for this one. The debug beam, right-click, and it will fire out these lasers. And then it will, when it makes contact with the land, these lasers will bounce off and then explode in different places. There's one that's landed over there, one landed over here, one landed over there. And look at this destruction just from one shot. Absolutely crazy. Let me try that again just here. And then you can see all of the amazing lasers fire out. And where all these land, they will cause damage. Some of them go really, really far as well. That one went all the way over there. And there we go. Look at these chunk updates. It's absolutely crazy. But now you want to get to this one. The CMAMAR. It's absolutely crazy. Look at this destruction as the chunks are updating. It's crazy, but now we're going to use this one, and it is advised that you fire it up into the air. So we're going to go to a more, less destructed place, I guess, and then shoot it into the air and see what happens. My frames will probably drop quite a bit, but that is because this one is an absolute CPU killer, as we read in the description. So all you need to do is right-click, pull it back, fire it into the air, and this little dot will come out. It looks fairly unharming, but when it hits the ground, it will lag you like a beast, explode, and this is what happens. Wow, it actually deletes the entire chunk, causes destruction in all the chunks surrounding it, and will go all the way to bedrock. It kind of like redoes itself over and over again, which is really cool and really strange at the same time. But look at this, all the way down to bedrock. We're seeing all this Phazon ore, and it's absolutely crazy. Oh my God, it just like popped in my face there. Look at the destruction this has caused. Absolutely crazy, and I'm going to do it once more just because it's fun as anything. We're causing chunk errors and everything in this one. Let me try and just update it. So you can actually see it causes a really cool pattern. And you can imagine the destruction, the XP that you can gain from this. It is absolutely crazy. Yeah, and that is pretty much what this mod has to offer. And if you like what you see and do want to play it for yourself, and I would highly suggest that you do, even if you're not a Metroid Prime fan, because this gun is simply amazing. Let me try this once more. It's going to be awesome. Here we go. Goes down to the ground. Very, very cool looking. Lag your world a little bit and then destroy it. So very fun to mess around with. Again, even if you're not a Metroid Prime fan. But if you are a Metroid Prime fan, it is even cooler. And there's loads more features he is looking to add, as this is a work in progress mod. So yeah, again, if you want to play it for yourself, please go to the description below to check out, where you'll find a link to download this mod. Also, if you happen to be new to the channel, then please do subscribe and join Team TDM today for daily Minecraft videos. And if you did enjoy the video, a like would be greatly appreciated too. You can also now catch me on my Twitter and my Facebook accounts in the description below too, which would be awesome. So thanks a lot for watching, guys, and this amazing destruction we have caused, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye!